Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Divine Angelic Angel Chosen One channel. This is Gracie, formerly known as the Spiritual Earth Angel 623 or 2323. Because I have several channels that I manage. So just to let you know, of course, my voice is going away because people don't want me to get it out, but I've been having a lot of downloads today from God and or Allah, and He's been showing me a lot of dreams. I know I haven't been on, posting a lot. I don't have to post every day, and that's what the Divine One is telling me, that I don't have to post, because some things that I post is not meant for the public to hear. It's only for me. In my spiritual journey and my spiritual healing. And since I have completed, my spiritual healing in all areas of my life, now I can continue on with my spiritual journey. My mission, my purpose of what I here on earth is to wake up, the 144,000 chosen ones. I know I have, listened to some tarot readers, and some of them say, I can tell some fake ones, because they'll be like, oh, well, I'm the Divine One is telling me to that I'm chosen to wake up the 144. I'm on my spiritual journey, when they're lying. They're actually lying. These are the fake tarot readers that want to confuse people, in their readings, and not tell the truth, and also want to, that people that might come to them, is what God is showing me, that the people that might come to them for readings, they will give them false readings instead of giving them the truth about their divine counterpart or their spouse or whoever they're supposed to be with, to throw people off. And then you got some that would do, black magic on them. You got some that will suck up their souls, so that way they can do black magic. When I say suck up souls, there are some tarot readers that are vampires, that they would feed off of people's souls as they come to that platform. If they come to, whatever they're reading, or attract them, they're doing spells to attract these people to them. Not all tarot readers are doing that, because there are some great tarot readers, and those ones, I say kudos to you for exposing the truth, and keep exposing the truth and tell the truth, and not being bribed by some of these people to tell the false lies and to change the narrative of things, of what's really going on with the stalking and the following and the illegal stuff that's being done to the tarot readers, and also spiritual beings that's been called or has a gift. So just be mindful of that. God was just showing me a lot of things like that that's been going on in the world, and all around. And to be honest with you, I never thought that YouTube would have like tarot readers, that does live readings and general readings and stuff like that on the internet, until I created my page in March, when God told me to go and do my spiritual journey healing, and and record it to wake up other chosen beings. And that was my gift and my mission, my assignment. And divine spiritual being that's been called, that has a gift, that needs to that is part of the big puzzle in this world, to fight against the evil forces that's coming, and that is already here. And so, and I never knew, that there was actually tarot readers on their reading, until I came across, a few of them, when I was listening to my video, and then some of their stuff popped up in my, like, I guess the streaming or the feed, it pops up. And I started listening. I was like, oh wow. I said, I can't believe that there's actually tarot readers up on here that is doing general readings for free and different things like that, when my impression was, they do it, get paid, for readings and stuff. So that is good, to the people that are doing general readings, and and do readings also, as a business. So, and then listen to some of the things that's been going on, um, in different people's lives and things like that. And also, in my lives, a lot of tarot readers has picked up on a lot of things that is in my life, what's going on in my life also, what I've been experiencing for years. And and it was just amazing and interesting to me. I don't listen or look at it often, but when I do, I have certain readers that I will listen to, but not, I don't listen to everyone, because I know that there can be some deceitful tarot readers to try to stir you in the wrong path if you don't have the discernment and, following God's guidelines, and his instruction, and be disciplined. And so what I'm going to read today is about the twin flame. So with this one here, like I said, I think there's subscribers and likes and followers and reviews. My platform is really small, and I don't care, as long as I'm getting the message out to people that's supposed to hear the message, the 144,000 that's supposed to hear the message. I don't care about reviews and making money and different things like that, because I already know where my wealth come from. My wealth come from God. So when the time is right, if God decided to create a blessing for me, on my social media sites and my business, that's good, great. I am happy, and I'm grateful for it. But that is not what I'm on here for. I'm on here for to teach people, to wake up people to healing, to change their life, to bring positivity, encouragement, to bring good energy into their lives, to live a successful, better life. That they don't have to be stuck. They don't have to go through certain things in life. Once you decide to do healing. I am a healer. I was always prophesied to that with one of my bishops, that my hands and everything was healing, and that was one of my gifts. So I have a gift of healing. Also, when I speak, I have a gift of healing. And I wonder, that's probably why a lot of people being attracted to me, evil, good and bad, because of my gifts that I have. I can see, I've been seeing since I was 8 years old, as a seer. Mediumship, where I can actually, talk to the dead, see the dead, whatever. And I am a spiritual warrior, with that too, that I do spiritual battles on earth and in heaven. That's been my calling. I've been doing this for years. It's nothing that I have started. And I have fully walked into my spiritual calling. My spiritual divine counterpart, have met, and it's nothing nobody can do about it. Only thing, my haters and everybody can just watch from afar. They can no longer hinder my destiny and my walk, because God is removing people out of my life quickly that try to come in and block. And I have more of clarity and understanding my levels of shifting in higher realms and levels. They can no longer hinder my dream state anymore. They've been kicked and blocked and access denied with that. So let's move on. So this was about twin flames, and it says healing hearts the twin flames. So now the twin flames, their hearts are now is being healed. Every counterpart, every from any type of heartbreak, freedom from relationship or addiction. So now God is waking up these twin flames now. And he's beginning to have healing into their hearts. In all areas of their life now. They begin to wake up and see the bigger picture and what their calling is. He's now having abundance. Now there's abundance coming into that soul contract, that connection with the twin flame, your divine counterpart that is ordained for you. And before I met my husband, I had dreamed of him, months before I had even met him. And I had wrote it down in my dream book. And I was telling him one day, I was like, I said, that before we met, I had already seen you in my dreams. And different things was going to happen in our relationship, our marriage. And it happened before I even met him. So that's how I know that when God ordains you with somebody, nobody can take that away from you because it belongs to you. And God is not going to allow situation to come and hinder it unless that person decides to step out against God's wishes, because we all have free will. Then that's on them. Then they have to go through their karma and they have to go through their judgment with that. For their actions, their accountability. So, and with the twin flames, sometimes twin flames will get with false twin flames and thinking that that person is for them because there was not spiritually awakened. And once they are spiritually awakened, then they actually see that the person that they thought was their twin flame, or keep telling them that they're their twin flame and they're really not, they're false. And once the twin flames, divine counterparts begin to wake up and see that, then that's when they see things in a different light. And then that's when all the drama and chaos begin to come and play of people's lives, because they have waken up to what they thought and believed was from sent by the divine one or Allah or whoever God you worship, and it wasn't. And see, now the Grand Reaper, it said the relationship is over. Growth and transformation in your life. So it's saying that, now that God's saying that false relationship with twin flames, divine counterparts being together is over. God is bringing healing now into their lives of the twin flames as they grow together. And as they come together, and there's a lot of twin flames has woken up. It's now coming together and realizing that they are not with the right counterpart, that they are leaving. And they're seeing that it was been fed by lies and delusions and spell work. And they're waking up to it. With this one, it says lightning, a sudden change. And that's why I'm saying they're waking up. The sudden change, a shocking news, surprise, the transformation again. There has been a spiritual awakening, a spiritual healing going on with the divine counterparts and the twin flames and soulmates. Everything is beginning to come into a 360 into at play at a point in time that God has assigned at a point in time for this. And now they can no longer be deceived by the false lies and the illusion. They'll see the truth and they see right through it. Their gifts will be heightened. Now it said hands on cards. It said take a chance risk. A lot of them is making, some people has to make secret moves to get out of the twin flame, a false twin flame connection. They have to be very wise and wisdom and discipline and learning and waiting on the decision and guidelines of what God, their ancestors, angels, and spirit guides are telling them, so they can move when the right time is to move out of the connection and being their divine counterpart, and get away from all these false twin flames, false soulmates, and find and false divine counterparts that has been put them in illusions, or family members are telling them that they need to be with somebody and they're not supposed to be with that person. It's been forbidden. The clock, you know, take time in time cycles, time to heal and progress. So it goes back to the healing, you know, where everything is being healed now at a certain point of time, with these divine connection. And then you have Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise. Initiate meeting, hesitation. You know, so now these people you're going to be meeting your twin flame. And the way that you'll meet them, because you will have an instant connection. And you will know deep down in your soul and your heart that there's a connection between you two. You'll be inseparable. You will say the same, you will think the same thing. Like if your twin flame is thinking of a conversation or talking to a conversation, you can finish the conversation. That's what I'm talking about. That you know that you are on a soul connection with them, you are with your true divine twin flame, because you can finish each other's sentence. You have your good and your ups and your downs, but you're willing to work on it. You're willing to come to a mutual agreement and understanding with the love and support, with your family and with your friends. Healthy boundaries, healthy communication, you know, all of that, relationship and business, you know, working together for a common good, to build up legacies to leave behind. That's when you know when you're with your twin flame. You're willing to work together, put in the hard work, not one-sided. That somebody's doing one-sided. You know, you both working together to have a better outcome for yourself. And that's what I mean when you meet your twin flame. You're not going to have somebody to come into your life and just want to take out of your life, and does not instill, does not input into your life, but just want to take. That's not a divine true twin flame. That's a false twin flame. That's a false soulmate, because they only come in to steal, kill, and destroy, and not build up and edify. The boat. Receiving what you need, arriving, moving on closure issues. So like I said, they already know they're moving to calmer waters. They're moving to what they know that is going to be right for them. What God has woken them up to and showed them their divine counterpart, and it's nothing nobody can say to make them change their mind. No evilness sent to them, done to them, or spells or whatever. It's not going to work no more, because they are fully awakened now, and they're stepping into their calling, their gifts, or what they're meant to be, and nobody can stop that. With that, I'm gonna get some more cards out here. There was once in a karmic relationship, you know, so they're letting go, you know, and loving you. So now what they're doing is they letting go of the karmic relationship in their past life, and also in this lifetime that they probably met. Because, you know, you meet a lot of soulmates, a lot of connections, and you think that it's your divine counterpart, and it's really not. And so you have to break those soul ties, cut those cords, and the karmic relationship, and know what is karma and what is not. Because if somebody keep bringing drama into your life every day, then you know that's not your soulmate. if they keep, you know, want to see your downfall, you know, keep bringing obstacles and blockage in your life to see your downfall and then laugh about it, you know, with no remorse, then you know that's not your twin flame, your divine counterpart. It's time for you to move away from that situation quickly. With that, and don't entertain it to hinder your blessings, and continue to move forward with everything that God has promised you in your destiny, your path, and your spiritual walk. See if I can get some more anything out of these cards here. The keys. You have the keys. Many option, decision, unconditional, you know, string along, one night stand. You know, you don't no longer have to deal with the one night stands no more, the unconditional love, the strings that might be attached to the relationship. You have the keys now, and you have to make decisions, to have options in your life. You know, and you don't have to settle for less. You know your worth now. You know, you begin to know who you are, your worth, and you don't have to settle for less. Let's see if anything else come in here with this. If not, I'll go to my next cards. I think I'll go to my next cards. Yeah, it's not. These are like I have some spiritual and encouraging cards. That's what I'll be doing, reading on my spiritual journey. I don't have anything that is negative, you know, that brings negative evil on my cards at all. Everything that I have is for encouraging, uplifting, and on my spiritual journey. Okay, so a bunch of cards done fell out on this floor. Let's see what that's all about, because I thought I was going to go to my next card, but I guess not, because I got a bunch of them fall out. So I was saying about the love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. That's what these twin flames are coming into now. They come to realize what true love is, you know, and experience true love, how to express true love and affections, you know, loving themselves also in the process, you know, becoming oneness as one, you know, in a union, a divine union. No longer being stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deceitful, you know, they're no longer being stabbed in the back. They can see that where they were stabbed in the back, you know, with the false twin flame. So once they begin to awaken to their spiritual journey and their spiritual awareness, their spiritual healing, they begin to see all the things that the false twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart did to them. And they begin to waken up and see all of that, you know, all that pain and stuff. And that's why they're moving away, making plans to move away so they can be with their divine counterpart that's supposed to be with them. So that way they can create legacies to leave behind, blessed legacies, paradise, you know, happiness, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other. And that's what these twin flames, when they get into the divine connection, they're going to be playful, you know, they're going to be serious at times, and then they're going to be funny at times. Confirmation, they're going to be funny at times. They're going to have joy in their life. They're going to have happiness in their life. Peace, you know, family origin settings, you know, they're going to have all that. They're going to have the abundance. They're going to have the prosperity and the wealth that comes with it, because they are in a divine connection that is meant to be, that the divine has put together for the twin flames to come. Heartbroken, you know, they're no longer heartbroken, say it, you know, feeling lost no more. Once you waken up to your healing, your spiritual awareness, you no longer feel the negativity of heartbreak, you know, loss, separation, the hurt, you know, all of that is being healed, from your past life, and in different relationships also. All of that has been healed. It's going to be, I like you. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want to date. So that's what I'm saying about your twin flame. They're going to actually like you. They're going to actually love you. They're going to actually be attracted to you. They're actually going to show their romance. They're going to be flirting. They're going to be with you. You're going to have good conversations when you two together. It's not going to be dead silence on the phone where nobody's saying anything. That's when you know that you're with your twin flame, your connection, because you always going to have conversation with them. Even on the phone calls or even when you're near them, you always got something to talk about. It won't be a dead silence between you two. That's how you know you're in your divine connection with your twin flame, your divine counterpart. And also all of the outdated thinking, condition, reapplying over in your head. All of that old belief system, the matrix system that been instilled in your mind to act a certain way, to think a certain way, to do a certain things, is outdated. Once you get into your spiritual awakening, your spiritual journey, your healing, all of that is eliminated. It's lost. You begin to see the big picture. You begin to see the big puzzle where you fit in. You begin to see life in a different perspective, in a different view. Your old belief system, you no longer believe in that. And you're searching out for the new. Heart with the key. Welcome love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together. So even though you've been through a lot with your false twin flame, your false soulmate, your false counterpart, open your heart up when you meet this person. Don't have your guards up too much, to the point that, you end up missing your blessing, end up missing what God has sent into your life. Because of, you might have prayed for it, or you could have seen it in a dream. Follow your intuition. Meditate, follow what God has for you. Don't rush anything, because your twin flame, your soulmate, your divine counterpart has been through a lot. So don't rush it. Because they got to get their healing too on their spiritual journey, as well as you getting yours. And it's great when you heal together. That's an even blessing, more blessing that you have if you connected with your twin flame and you both are healing together. And that's a blessing when you can heal together with your twin flame, your soulmate, or your divine counterpart. It doesn't matter what age you are in life to meet your twin flame, your divine counterpart, or your soulmate. You could be at any age in your life and meet that person. That at a set point in time that God has for you, at a set point in time to meet that person, you're going to meet that person. Excuse the background. My husband's snoring, so excuse that. Your soulmate, that goes back to your soulmate, connection, soul contract agreement. That's going to be your soulmate, when you meet them. It's a girl with a snake, empathic, narcissistic, charm or use. You no longer be charm and use no more. You'll set your boundaries. You know how to set boundaries now in your relationship, in all different areas of your life, family, friends. You know how to set boundaries, even with your kids. You know how to set those boundaries with your spouse too. Business relationship, you know how to set boundaries. It no longer be deceiving. No narcissistic people that you want in your life to try to charm you, try to use you, and try to trick you. You'll be so heightened aware in your gifts and your talents that God has given you that you catch on quickly. and you know how to avoid and not be sucked into the traps that's been set for you. You already know when it's coming. The palm tree, stability, security, growth, endurance, flexibility. So all of that's going to come when you two join together in a divine relationship, a divine union. That's what all's going to come. Stability, performance. And that's what the false twin flame, the false divine counterparts and soulmate don't want, because they know they're actually not their true divine partner, counterpart. So they try to create illusion and blockage to hinder, because they already know that person, once they get and meet that person, they're going to automatically go into stability, security, performance, growth, endurance. They automatically go into that wealth and that abundance, because that's what is ordained and is designed for. Self-indulge, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-apprentice. That's what the twin flames are going to be doing there, during their process of their spiritual journey, spiritual healing. They're going to be going into that self-indulgement where they're going to love on their self. They know their self-worth. They're going to take the time to heal, so that way they can be totally healed in all areas of life, so they can be a blessing to other people, on their spiritual journey, their spiritual calling. And you see a lot of people that's being connected. Like I seen a lot of celebrities are being connected to their soulmate, their twin flame, their divine counterpart. Because when they come on there together on videos and speak together, you can tell that they are connected with the right person that's supposed to be in their life, because everything synced together. You can see the love, you can see the joy, you can see the happiness. And then they also would tell their testimony, they would tell their story of how the things experienced they've been through in life to get to the point that they're at. And you can see all the blessing that comes over their life, because they know they're with their divine counterpart. Is no longer false. But everybody has to go through this life experience. The tests and the trials and the tribulation. Everybody has to go through that. And God have them going through that, so that way when they do get with their actual true divine counterpart, twin flame, soulmate, they already know. They already know the outcome, their destiny. They already know there's going to be wish fulfillment coming into their lives, abundance, no more hindrance, no more pain and no more sorrows. You're going to have your good and your bad days, but it's not going to be like it were before. You got more wisdom and understanding and clarity in your life now. With that, photos, looking at your photos, missing you, making new memories. That's what they're doing. And that's what they're looking at, like, your twin flame is on its way. If you're already with your twin flame, you're making memories with them. If you're not with your twin flame, your divine counterpart, or your soulmate, it's coming. Everybody has that set appointed time, their day, when it comes into their life. And when it comes unexpectedly. It comes very unexpectedly. And sometimes you get with your twin flame and they have not fully awakened. But you have. So then that's when you allow their set time of their awakening, spiritual healing, to discover in their life, because they can't, sometimes they're not always on the same frequency level that you're on, the same path that you're on at that time, because there's still more lessons that that they need to learn before they can actually step into fully in their divine connection. So sometimes God has to take the twin flame through some more lessons to learn. And that's not always meant that you're not with your twin flame, your soul connection, your divine counterpart or soulmate. You are. It's just that you have a faster journey and on a higher level than they are. You already been through most of your tests and your trials and tribulation in your experience. You already been through it. And so now God is now allowing them, because now that you done been through your healing, your spiritual awakening, you'll be able to help your twin flame, your divine counterpart, and your soulmate. You begin to help them go through their adjusting to a new lifestyle. You'll be able to go through and help them adjust to that, where they no longer stuck or stagnate, that they know how to overcome obstacles by your encouraging, your support in them. The chaser, no longer codependent on relationship, fear of abundance and issues. Back then when they were stuck in that wrong relationship, they were doing that. And the reason why that they were chasing is because they wasn't fully awakened to their divine calling or their spiritual path. They wasn't fully awakened, and it wasn't healed either. So that's why they was having all of this negative outcome in their relationship and things like that. Because of that, they were chasing after the wrong things, because they wasn't fully awakened. They didn't seek, they didn't meditate, they didn't pray, ask the divine to help them, because they were so focused on their self and listen to what other people say, that they are their divine counterpart when they're really not. They're the false. And they want to keep them stuck and stagnate. And they want to take them off of their path journey from meeting their twin flame, their divine counterpart, their soulmate. They were also the runner. They used to flee and run away. Fear of intimacy. Listen to ego. Like I said, listen to other people that not fully awakened, unhealed. You can attract people when you unheal, you attract unhealed people. When you heal, you attract healed people. That's just the way it is. And you begin to see the difference in it. Talking, like I said, you could be conversating on the phone, messages, text messages, calls, emails. You could be interacting, or they could be watching you on a platform or whatever, and they just haven't had the courage yet to say anything to you, but it's coming. And all of the twin flames, the divine counterparts and soulmate already know. God has already showed them who these people are and who they need to go towards. So just because you have a child by somebody don't mean that they are your twin flame, your divine counterpart. No. Just because that, yes, a child was created, but a child was created to help that person. Sometimes God will allow people to have kids together, because they know that their twin flame could end up leaving and going to their real twin flame, and then that way that child will be their help. Their child will be their healing, to get them across to their twin flame, to their actual divine counterpart. Some people will step out of their calling and create babies that shouldn't be created, with false twin flames, with false counterparts and soulmates, because like I said, they wasn't fully awakened. So therefore children are being created under false pretense, because people is not seeking, meditating, praying. They just having out of wedlock kids. Some kids are out of wedlock and some are with marriages. And once God awakened the twin flame and realized, they start getting them out of the situation and move them to where it needs to be, because they have a gift and a calling, a spiritual path that needs to be followed before their time here on earth is up. And nobody can stop that. Nobody in this world can stop that. You can't hinder it. What God has called and blessed and put together. They have passion. you know, chemistry. Like I told you, you will have chemistry with each other, equally having fun. It won't be dead silence on the phone when you're talking to the person. They don't have anything to say when they talk to you, or on, camera or whatever. They will have a lot to say to you. It won't be dead silence, no conversation, that you're hearing each other breathe. That's when you know that this is not your divine counterpart. This is not your twin flame. This is not your soulmate. Because you always going to have something to talk about all the time, whether it's good or bad. And if they talk about something bad like that, their past relationship, and you getting triggered by it, that's not your counterpart. That's not your soulmate. That's not your divine. And that's when you need to let the relationship go. And you need to move on and find your twin flame, your divine counterpart, and your soulmate, to bring that connection, to bring that chemistry, to bring that joy, love, and happiness. And stop trying to force something that is not meant to be. Transition obstacles, learning, expanding, new phase, preparing for union. That's what the twin flames are doing now. They're ascending. They're creating boundaries. They know what they want. They know who their twin flame is, and they're going towards them. And nobody can stop it. The divine union. They can't stop it at all. They're ascending. Each and every day, they go into new levels. Their gifts are being heightened. They're walking their spiritual path and journey with ease. Abundance coming to their life, and wealth and prosperity, creating legacies together. The sword and the rose, clarity. Remember I told you about clarity, truth. It's coming out. Revelation, protection, and power. Like I said, nobody can hinder that. It's coming out. The phoenix. The rise of the phoenix. The new phase. Rekindle, renew. Growth, change. Everything is coming. Everything is coming into the divine connection the way God wanted to come. The peace is coming. You'll have more peace in your life, more joy, more happiness in your life when you are connected to your right divine counterpart, your twin flame, your soulmate. There'll be people that has engagement rings. They're going to get engaged. Commitment. Eternity. And when you get engaged, your marriage will last for a lifetime. When you know you're with your divine counterpart, the marriage will last for a lifetime. It doesn't matter if you go through rocky roads and ups and downs and disagreements and all this. It lasts for a lifetime, because your twin flame knows that everything is not going to be peaches and cream. Everything's not going to be gold. You're going to have some silver linings sometimes. You're going to have some dark times. But you work together. You two work together as a divine union, and you get through it. You get through the obstacles, the blockage. You find solutions. And some of you going to be engaged soon. You're going to be in partnership, reunion with the right one. Your twin flame, because of the separation, they're sad, missing you, thinking about you. So, and like I said, don't get into that depression state that if you're single, that no, you're too old, nobody's coming to you. No, you're not too old. You are not too old. You're going to have your divine counterpart. They're going to come to you. They're going to come to you. You just have to wait at the right point in time. God always have a set point in time when people are going to meet. And you will know it. You will know in your heart, your soul, your mind, that you have met your twin flame. It won't be any obstacles. It won't be no lies, no betrayal. It won't be on none of that. When you know you have met your true twin flame, You're going to connect instantly in your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. You're going to have that feeling of affection and love. The truth. You're going to have that that you can let your guards down with this person. And you're going to know that you're going to be thinking like, I met this person somewhere in a lifetime. But it never did come together at that time because it wasn't the right time for it to come together. And now this is the time that it's going to come together. It's going to work out for the good because God knew that that person was not ready to be in a divine connection, that they was not ready for that. So that's why things didn't work out the first time. And now the second time around it's working out. Because now they see, they're waking, they're making healthy choices now. It's no longer, making bad decisions, hasty decisions. They're making healthy choices now. In love, in their life, self-love, self-care, being happy. That's what they're doing. No more addictions, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, blackmailing. No more of that they know is in their life when you become together. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about the competition. Looking over your shoulder. The other woman, the other man. You don't have to worry about all of that anymore. Because you with he's only going to have eyes for you, or she only going to have eyes for you and love for you only. It don't matter how a woman might look like, a dime, as they would say. It don't matter how she look, how pretty she is or whatever, or how her body look. Your twin flame going to have eyes for you. He's going to have love for you. Your soulmate, your divine counterpart, only going to have it for you. Because he know what God has sent into his life, a blessing. And not a curse and a hindrance. And not somebody that is seeking for attention. Clout chasing. Just wants to be popular. You would know the fake and the true, the real ones. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about feeling low self-esteem about yourself or insecurity about yourself because of another man or woman. You don't have to worry about that. Because you know who you are, you know your self-worth now. You going through your spiritual journey, your spiritual healing. So those things doesn't bother you anymore. It doesn't trigger you. It doesn't make you question yourself or question the person you're with. There's no more mask. The mask has fallen off. They're no more hiding their feelings, their personality. Gaslighting. No more of that when you be connected with your true divine counterpart. All the mask from both of you comes off. And you see the real true, the real you. I remember it was a song that I liked. It said that this song it's called about singing your favorite song, and I forgot who it's by. But he talks about that in the song, if you listen to the words, he talks about that this girl that he said that she looks beautiful without no makeup and no lashes. And that's how they're going to see you. Your twin flame, your divine counterpart, your soulmate. He's going to see you without makeup, without lashes, without being Barbie up. He's going to see you without the fake boobs, the fake booty. Or with men, you trying to put yourself to be better than anybody else. And what I say about with the men is you trying to impress somebody with material things. You don't have to do that when you're with your twin flame. You don't have to put on a front or a show. The acts, it said breakup, separation, ship, platform, silent treatment. And then that's what that is. They're leaving. They're leaving the false twin flame, soulmate, divine connection. They're leaving it because they know that it's false, on false pretense. That's what it was based off on. Your date. Be prepared to have dating. It's good to have date night in your marriage. It's good to have date night with your divine counterpart, your soulmate. It's good to spice it up sometimes and go out on dates, and just the two of you. Or have date night in your home. Set it up and cook with candles and everything else and wine or whatever you drink. If you don't drink soda or sparkling water, whatever, create a date night, to spruce up, the everyday routine of being in a relationship with someone. Come up with creative ideals, when you're living together with the person. Or if y'all two are not living together yet, have a date night at your place, invite him over, or she have a date night at her place, invite him over. And then, like I said, if you're married and living together and have a home together, then that's when you spruce it up. You change up things to make it exciting and fun in the marriage. God will show you how to do things like that. You do love calls. You express your love, messages, letting them know that you love them. My husband, when he would send little text messages to me sometimes, expressing his affection and love. Even though we're together, we work together, but he still would do that. From time to time. Or he'll sing a song to me or something like that. A song come on the radio and he'll start singing a song. Or that the way that he expresses himself. So that's also another thing too. The golden mirror, self-absorbent, it's always not a one-sided relationship no more. With that. So you're waking up to, when you go on your spiritual journey, your spiritual healing, you wake up to where it's not one-sided. Now you two become as one in a divine connection and union. So you work together as one. It's not one-sided anymore. You see, in order to make it work, you have to come together as one, in the soul, mind, and body, and in spirit. Kisses, unconditional love, receiving affection, falling in love, same thing. You have the coffin comes in, bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, with that. Everything is new now. Everything that comes new beginning, new levels, new blessings, new change, new growth will come as you grow together and evolve together as a divine connection, divine union. The mirror. You'll be mirroring each other, self-image, relationship, reflection, to the point that, like I said, you'll be finishing each other's sentences, or what each other thinking about before the person could say it, you speak it out. That's what I'm talking about, mirroring in the positive, upright way, not in a negative way. You even put on the same clothes sometimes by accident, because I know sometimes me and my husband, sometimes I'll pick out something And I didn't even know that he had picked out his clothes, because he hasn't picked his clothes out yet. So I'll pick out mine. And then next thing I know, he said, I already done maybe picked out his clothes. And I didn't even see it because until he puts it on. And then once he put his clothes on, I'll be like, oh, wow. I said, I didn't know we matching today or whatever. And there'll be some people that see us together. They'll be like, oh, but nobody told me that I needed to wear the certain color. And I'd be looking at them kind of crazy, looking like, well, okay, why would you want to wear the same type of clothes me and my husband wearing? That don't make sense to me. So, but people are weird anyway out there. But and then when we first got married, I had a dress that matches his shirt and didn't even know it. I didn't even know that he had a shirt that matches my dress. And it's in one of my wedding pictures. On my social media page, I have a wedding picture and it's on his page also of us, where we were matching and didn't even know it until his family, his dad, brought it to his attention. It's like, hey, y'all two matching. And we didn't even know it. We didn't even know that. I didn't know he had the same color pattern shirt, and I had the same pattern dress that he has. We didn't even know it until we put it on our wedding day and reception. And then that's when we knew, that everything is supposed to meant to be together. It was divine and ordained by God, in this situation, and nobody can come between it. There are people that tried to come between something that has been ordained, and they failed and really failed and been defeated. Because of that, what is meant for you is meant for you. Nobody can take it away. They can create all the drama, the obstacles, everything in the way. They cannot take anything away that God has already blessed you with and ordained in your life to be. And that come back to the self-sabotage, rebuilding, working on it. You see what I'm saying? So that's the same thing. You're rebuilding, you're working on everything. Rekindle the love in the marriage or in a relationship, divine connection. Butterfly, and I always love the butterflies. Relationship evolving into the next phase, healing the inner child. See, like I said, you go back to all your past life that you begin to heal, and then you start else. God put you in this cocoon, because a butterfly goes into a cocoon for certain months before they come out in the spring and be this beautiful butterfly, transform to this beautiful butterfly. So sometimes God will have you going into a hermit mode, or in a mode to yourself where you've been chastised, you've been tested, you've been molded, you've been disciplined. So by the time you reach your evolving stage where you need to come out, and be this big butterfly, and you went through all your healing in all different areas of your life, then that's when you know that you have evolved, and that you're going into the next phase of your life. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perceptive focusing out. You don't have to worry about your past soul light, and there could be some of you was doing that, stalking people, watching people from afar, gaslighting people, focusing on them instead of on yourself. So, it could go both ways with that. But then other times, like I said, this could be where the twin flames and soul divine counterpart and soulmate has left that behind. They left that part of them behind, that situation behind, that relationship behind, the bad habits that they had. They left it behind, and they begin to get healing and recognize their narcissistic ways or their wrong behaviors of doing others, doing bad things to others. They're recognizing that, so they're healing from it. Being more accountability for their actions. Camera, keepsake, learn from the past. So they're learning from the past now of everything that they have done, and they're making memories now, of and learning, as they go along in their spiritual journey, their spiritual healing. The dragonfly, be light-hearted, finding out things come in light, adopt, change, and heal. It goes back to the healing. Every time we see all these cards, it's talking about healing, your spiritual transformation. So that's what you're doing. You're going back into the healing, with the dragonflies. I know that a lot of dragonflies was going around me and being around me, flying around me, even butterflies, and different animals will come out during my spiritual healing, spiritual journey. So I knew then, that I was evolving. I was going through my healing process. Things was changing, everything was coming out to the light. I saw things in different perspective, a different point of view, a different side, a different way. Got rid of all the old belief systems that was planted in you as a child. You got rid of it, and you start adapting to new belief systems. Seeking God, meditating, day in, day out. Thinking positive. Bringing positive things in your life, moving forward in a positive direction. Not today. And I look at not today means that you're setting boundaries, because there are some people that that you're moving away from is not going to be healed. They're going to be angry and upset. So that's when you need to block them out, not to deal with them because they're hurting. Avoid the conversation calls, text messages, avoid them, set boundaries because they are still angry, envy, and jealous that you're moving on and that they're not going to be a part of your life. And so that's when you have to have the courage, to begin to block people, to begin to cut the soul ties off and leave it the past in the past and move on. And don't look back. Because once you look back, you open that door to Pandora's box. And then you have to go through your whole step of process and healing all over again, spiritual journey. And this time, you might not be able to make it out as you think you make it out this time. You might not be able to make it out next time. And then you could miss your opportunity with your twin flame, your soulmate, your divine connection, because you're still trying to hold on to a past or hold on to something that's no longer in your favor, that God has already told you to move on, that he's not going to bless if you stay in the past. That you need to look forward to your true twin flame, your true soulmate, your true divine counterpart, because that's where the blessings is at. And sometimes children does get involved, or get created in the process, but it's okay. Those kids gonna be fine. And some men need to stop allowing the women to make them feel guilty because a relationship is not going to work out between them, or they're not meant to be with them because of their child. And some of these men need to have set some boundaries with these women, that they might have children with. Set boundaries with them and let them know that they have moved on and that they can no longer hinder and use the child as a blockage to keep these men from seeing their children and all this stuff and threaten them because they don't want to be with them no more. These men are waking up. God is waking up the divine counterparts in these men and also these women also. The same thing goes for the women. You can't allow the baby daddy to threaten you or to cause harms or anything like that in your life, because you have moved on from him and you took the kids with you, moved on, and now you met somebody else that can better your life with your kids and better you. So don't allow them to keep you stuck in the past, you know, gaslighting you, come to you when they want to come to you after they don't did their dirty work out in the street. Now they want to come back into your life. That's when you set your boundaries up and say, not today. Avoid the conversation, because you're on your spiritual path and your spiritual journey, you're healing, and you already know who your soulmate is, and that's what you stick to. What God has shown you, stick to it. And when he tell you to get out of a situation, don't go there, it's forbidden, then you listen to the warning signs and go the other direction. Not everybody you meet, just because you might have a good conversation the first time or first couple of times, mean that they're your soulmate. No, they're not. A soulmate, a twin flame, is like a lifetime connection. You both agree on goals in life, where you want to be at in life, where you want to leave your legacy, family, in your life. You plan, you invest into your future. You both invest into your future to make it better for you, to make it easy for you, not hard. That's what a true divine counterpart is, a soulmate and a twin flame. You both see the good in everything, a common goal. You both see your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. You both see that it can't work without the other. You come as one in the spirit, body, mind, and soul, not the other way around, where one person is working their tail off while the other one is spending money and trying to beautify their self to keep up an image. That's not a twin flame. That's not a soulmate. Only thing you want is material things. That's not a twin flame. That's not a true twin flame, a twin soulmate, a true divine counterpart. That's fake, because they masking their true self. That's when you know that you need to leave that relationship and move on, because God got something better for you. The divine one has something better. When you come in together, like I told you, attraction, flirting, dating, you'll have all of that. It won't be a third party situation and no more. You won't have third parties coming into your relationship no more. Trying to hinder, trying to block a divine connection from coming together. Your divine counterpart will see all of that and will put an end to it and move on to where he knows what God has blessed him, what is better for him. And it's no longer will you say you're not enough, because you are enough. You won't lack the confidence no more. You won't self-sabotage, fear, ego, issue, and jealousy. You won't even feel that no more. You won't think that you're not enough, because you are. Because your twin flame, your true twin divine flame that God sent to you, your divine counterpart and soulmate, he's going to know that you are enough for him or for her. Don't matter what you look like, what size you are, what color you are, what race you are, different private parts, sizes and shape and everything. It doesn't matter, because he's going to love you for who you are and who God has given him to be a blessing in each other's life. Because like I said, we all going to get old one day, and everything going to start getting saggy and dropping, and it's not going to be the same and firm anymore. Even with the plastic surgery that's been done, that stuff lose its value also. And to the point that they're having hard faces, or they start having, health problems coming from all the plastic surgery that's been done, because they're getting too much of it done. So they listen to the doctor, that enough is enough. Some people are so obsessed with it that they continue to the point that they look like a plastic Barbie doll or a plastic Barbie. Like, they used to have a male Barbie too, Ken. So they'd be looking like a plastic Ken, and then the female would look like a plastic Barbie. and their face and skin be so hard where they don't got all this plastic surgery done. You can feel the hardness. They don't look natural anymore. And as they get older, you can see the wrinkles and just old, sag and different things, and some young people look like that now because it was getting, they're getting plastic surgery and stuff done at an early age when you shouldn't. Your skin is elastic, it's young, it's vibrant. And you shouldn't alter your skin, what God has given you. You should be accepting it. That's where that self-love and healing comes in. Love the body, the person, the personality, the image that God has given you. You need to love it. You can always edify it by going to the gym. Do exercise. Do it the natural way. Eat healthy. Back away from the table. Don't overindulge in food and, obsessing in different things in your life. Maintain your weight. It's easy to maintain your weight. You got to do it the right way. Look at your metabolism and go by your metabolism, your calories, and do your calorie counting. Eating healthy. You can always lose the weight that way too. You don't have to always get plastic surgery, a quick fix to do things. I have nothing against plastic surgery or whatever, but things can come naturally. Just get the wisdom and understanding. Do your research. Do your homework. And then there you go. Last, the wedding rings. Union, marriage, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. That's what the twin flame, the true twin flame, the true divine counterpart and soulmate that God is going to send into your life, chosen ones. You will see that. You will see the outcome of all that you've been through. Everything that you've been through in life, it was worth it all. Because now you have the ultimate wish fulfillment that you wish. The family, the children, the home, the business, the wealth, the abundance, the love, the joy, the prosperity, the peace, the everlasting promise, the soul connection that you will have together will finally come. So just hold on. It's coming. A lot of people are meeting their soul twin flame soulmates now. As I'm speaking, they're meeting them. In the horizon, they're meeting them daily. And coming into that connection, which is a blessing. It's good to see happy people, long living marriage. That is 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of marriage. That's good to have that. That you begin to come as one. You get to know each other. Getting to know each other, likes and dislikes, boundaries, creating healthy boundaries with each other. Giving space, trusting each other, supporting each other, having good communication skills and relationships and stuff like that. That's basically what your ultimate wish fulfillment. That's what it's all about. That's what God wants in a marriage. You'll have a good, healthy relationship with the in-laws. With their siblings, or their kids or whatever. Everything comes together. It comes easy to you. It doesn't come hard. That's when you're in the right divine connection with the right person. When days when you feeling sad, they'll pick you right up. Your divine counterpart will come in and pick you right up when you have sad days. Or you don't have that confidence in yourself. They'll come and make you feel comfortable. And give you that confidence. They're your backbone. They're your supporter. That's what a true divine connection that God put together to people. Until next time, peace, love, joy, and happiness.